And I said, we are coming back now with entrepreneurship. The founder, CEO of Agency 254, and also staff right, is here with me on set. Last time we were here to discuss matters of IT, hiring, agency, human resource, and all of those things. Today we are here on matters of entrepreneurship. And sometimes you find yourself in the market. Na hauelewi, how do I present myself in front of employers, prospective employers? How do I present myself in front of investors if you're someone with a business? How do you brand yourself? How do you market yourself? Those are some of those key issues that you are taking a look at in the journey of entrepreneurship. So let me welcome him to the show and continue this conversation from last time, right? How are you?
Fine, Richard.
Yeah. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How have you been, first of all? How is things at Agency 254 and stuff, right?
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've progressed really from where we were last time we met.
Any key growth things that you might want to point out?
Yeah, we've grown. We've secured good deals with good clients, and we hope to progress doing good work in the future.
Right.
Yeah.
This journey of entrepreneurship, what is before we get into branding, marketing, and all of those things, yourself as an entrepreneur, what is the key thing that you feel has kept you going and kept your brands shining and sustainable in a long time?
Number one thing I say is faith, prayers, and hard work.
Okay.
Yeah, without those things, your business will go nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing that, of course, comes hand in hand are networking and having good friends who refer you to their friends who want your services.
Mm-hmm.
So networking is the other thing, aside from the universal laws that I mentioned before.
I also see you, I see you on social media, you're very good at networking. How can someone get themselves into some of these networking opportunities? How do we become awake or aware of networking opportunities?
Networking opportunities are there all over. It's just a matter of interest. If you have interest in getting to those events, you'll find them everywhere. And one thing, after you get into one event, you'll always be invited to other events. So it's like an avalanche. You get to one event, then events becomes too common to you. Mm-hmm. You get invited to so many events. So first of all is getting the interest of participating in events, networking with people, especially those who are the organizers of the events, because they have networks of the events. They know what is happening in the events industry. Be updated, make friends with them, and they will always invite you to their events. Yeah.
And that is part of marketing yourself, right?
Exactly.
Putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
What is the thing that people should do most during a networking session? Let's say, we can interact. You might get to know me, but I can also sell myself. So, is this an important part you feel of marketing?
Yeah. Of course, when you have a product that you need to sell, you will see the essence of marketing and networking with people. If you have a brand, you see the need of being out there and connecting with those people. So it's an inside drive that will come the moment you have your brand, your value, I can offer this value to this kind of people. So you'll find yourself driving, pushing yourself, and even people around you pushing you to go further and attain or go beyond your limits to getting to whatever you want to achieve.
All right. So there's that also fact of getting motivated by other people, of course, as you're networking. What is the difference then between branding and marketing? Because I know those are two different terms, but they do work together. How do we differentiate marketing and branding? Or are they the same thing in two different names?
Usually people confuse the two. There is also another term. There are actually 4 terms: branding, marketing, sales, and PR.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah. So people tend to confuse the 4 of them, but they are totally different. So
especially PR and branding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I try to use love as a case study here.
Okay.
So if I come to you, I tell you I'm a great lover. What am I doing?
You're marketing.
Yeah, marketing.
Uh-huh.
So I come to you again. I tell you I'm a great lover, 5 times. What am I doing?
You're branding?
You're advertising.
Oh, you're advertising. Wow. Okay. Let me keep my notes. Okay.
I come again to you. No, this time it's not me who will come to you. Someone comes to you and they tell you, Masharia is a great lover. What's that?
That's a referral. Oh, in terms of the four.
Yeah.
Between branding, marketing, PR, advertising. If someone else tells me you're a great lover, wow, that's
or
a
let's
difficult one.
not move away from love now. Go to another brand. Someone comes and tell you Java is a good hotel. What's that?
Okay. That's PR.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
That's PR.
Right.
Then I come to you again. Now it's not me coming to you. It's you coming to me. I understand you, Mashari, you are a great lover. What's that?
All right. That is branding.
Yeah, now that's branding.
So now I have understood the brand.
So branding is not about you. Branding is people's gut feeling about you.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is a great way to put it. Branding is what people are feeling about you. Marketing is what you're taking to the people.
Yeah.
Advertising is doing it repetitively.
Yeah.
PR is mentioning
other people
talking
of you.
Right. Other people talking of you. That is a great way to put it. The difference between marketing and branding. I also do have a very interesting piece I'll be reading later on. But now, as we talk on matters of branding and marketing, as you market yourself, which is basically kujiuza. Na wanasema kwa Kiswahili chema cha jiuza kibaya cha jitembeza. At what point unaacha kujitembeza such that sasa branding comes in, or do they work as branding, or as you market yourself, the brand also grows and you don't need to put a pause on anything? You can still market as your brand still grows as well.
So, people out here looking for solutions. They're looking for belonging. They're looking for a tribe to belong to. So, and by tribe, I don't mean whatever the politicians go by. By tribe, I mean by association. There is a certain class these people want to be associated with. So, if I ask you, I want to take you out for coffee, where would you choose?
Choose one of the mainstream ones, which is Java.
Exactly. Java comes to most people's minds because Java has really done well in branding themselves. So, you have to, brand is a promise to people. So you go to Java because, if I go to Java, they've already made a promise to me, our coffee will always be this way. Our tea will always be this way. Our mocha will always be this way. So there's no any time you go there and find different taste of products. You also expect good customer service when you go there.
Regardless of the branch.
Yeah, regardless of the branch. So that is a very good component of branding that Java has mastered when you look into the Kenyan market. You go to the international market, you find products like Nike, you find Louis Vuitton, Prada, Adidas. They are not even Kenyan products, but you'll find most people trying to associate themselves with the products.
Right.
Because they've done really good in branding themselves. Yeah.
All right. What is a way that someone can brand their business best then? For a business, before we get to personal branding, which is also another issue that we have to look out. There are people who are trying to brand themselves as they network. They might not be having businesses. Now wanataka wao waje brand. But before we get to them, ndio mtu afike your level where you're known, you're Adidas, you're Java, you are Nike. What are those things that they've done that make them different than ile kawa, yule jamaa anozanga kawa akinitembezea pale kwangu?
That's a good question. There is something called brand identity. Brand identity comes all the way from your logo, your website, your uniforms, your apparels, your business cards, everything. So let me ask you a question. If Java today decided to come up with fashion line.
Mm-hmm.
What do you expect that fashion line to be like?
To be very looking like how their line of coffee shops is, quality and very focused on brand.
Exactly.
Right.
So that's what Java has branded themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They have a niche of how they want their products to look like.
Mm-hmm.
So you go to other companies, they don't have a brand, they just have products.
Mm-hmm.
So you see, for Java, you're able to tell, even if they shift from this product and try to do another, you already have a mind of what that product will be like.
Mm-hmm.
But you go to other companies, they
just
sell
have
products. Yeah, so you can't even try to imagine what if they shifted from that product to another product.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be able to tell what exact kind of product or service they'll be able to provide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So this actually makes sense, because now the point of a tribe comes in, because if you're already associating with that, if Nike tomorrow started making sandals, people will say, yeah, they're quality sandals because it's from Nike, and we're already associating ourselves with that kind of brand or that kind of tribe, right? So in personal branding, then, I understand that a business has to get a logo, website, nini, but mi sina logo kama Richard, or maybe I might, you might correct me on that one. How can I best brand myself as well, so that watu wakienda networking events or marketing their businesses, if I don't have that and my business is myself, I can be able to brand myself. Nikifika pale, how do I best brand myself to the networks that I want to be associated with, or to the potential employers, prospective partners, and all of that?
So another mistake people make is confusing logo and brand.
Mm-hmm.
So your logo is not your brand.
Mm-hmm.
Your logo is your brand identity.
Okay.
So brand identity comes from logo, your t-shirts, your badges, like you say, I have stuff right badge.
Right.
So this is not my brand. This is my brand identity, a component of my brand identity. So your brand is yourself there as Richard.
Mm-hmm.
How do people know you? You know, everyone has a brand, but very few people have a strategic brand. So for you, if you ask someone from your village where you come from, a small boy from there, what would they say you are?
They'll say, I am Mimi kama Richard.
Mm-hmm.
They'll say I'm a presenter.
So they know you. So
Right.
you already have a brand.
Right.
So you're among the smallest percentage of people who have a strategic brand.
Okay.
Then, but over 90% of population, they don't have a strategic brand.
All right.
They have a brand that today they are doing this, tomorrow they are doing this, the other day they are doing this. So they become a jack
Mm-hmm.
of all trades.
Mm-hmm.
And then they master none.
Mm-hmm.
But if you focus on your brand as a journalist, people will always identify you as a journalist. Whenever they hear someone who wants service in line of journalism, you'll be the first person to come in their mind.
All right.
Yeah,
Because the brand has already had an identity now.
true.
Right.
Think of guys like Cristiano Ronaldo. What do you think of?
Super great footballer.
Beyonce.
Super great musician.
Exactly. So that's a brand. Beyonce is
Okay.
a brand. Cristiano is a brand.
Okay.
So
Not the logo.
yeah, does Cristiano have a logo?
Not the logo. No,
Yeah.
they don't. Right. So brand identity and brand are two different things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wale watu wanajiundia sijui lazima wakuwe na logo, sijui nini. Sio.
And there are also people who even call printing branding,
Mhm.
which is not.
Which is not.
Yeah.
We'll get to essentials of what that is as well. But I have a question before we get there. What do you make of switching brand identities, such as brand names, brand logos? Several times we see, we used to be Okeze Cement. Now we are Richard Cement. Same product, different names. Seeing here also Toyota Kenya will now be known as CFAO Motors Kenya Limited, which is a rebrand, of course, of their brand name. What informs such kind of rebranding, and is it effective in any way, positively or what kind of decision is made around, or someone should make around rebranding, and at what point should someone think of rebranding? If this is rebranding, you might also correct me on that one, when they're changing the identities and logos and names. What informs this?
So, as I said from the beginning, branding is a promise you give to your customers. So at any moment you feel that you are not being able to deliver the promise you gave to your customers from the beginning, that calls for branding. So branding is led by different situations. Maybe you had a different CEO and now he's not the current CEO. So the current CEO might come up with a new strategy, new promise to the people that he want to serve. So maybe you used to do, if you're in a motors industry, you used to do Toyota cars. But then the new CEOs comes in and now they decide, now we want to do Mercedes. So you see the target market has changed abruptly. So the promise you had for these people who used to be your customers, who used to purchase Toyota products, will now be a different promise because you want to attract a different class of people. So you must come up with a strategy to make sure you
are also
attract
addressing
these people you are bringing on board. So that calls for rebranding. There are many things that would call for rebranding. Maybe you are for damage control. Maybe you went through some harsh business occurrences, so you want to rebrand and make sure and promise your people that this is not what we used to be. We have improved on our services, and this is what our new promise is. We shall always do this and this and this and this. So that's why people go for rebranding.
All right. Would you say, all I've heard, of course, is positives. It helps you avert bad public relations, especially if that has been meted by previous occurrences. Does it also help people forget your brand name? Will that also help forget for example, if Okeze Cements, delivered bad cement to a client, and I rebrand to a different name, will that help? Is part of the decision informed by ensuring people do forget that name that was associated with that bad activity?
People don't forget, but although psychology says human beings forget within 3 months. If you do something bad today, you do good PR, after 3 months you have forgotten. But to me, I think, like the case of Chase Bank, I don't think people who were affected really forgot what happened to them.
Right.
So the
but the masses are forgotten.
So yeah, the masses, if you are not affected, you are forgotten. And again, the advantage of rebranding is, for the case of Chase Bank, the people who are now who are not backing by then, now they don't know the name that used to exist. So they knew the new Chase Bank.
Okay.
So by targeting the upcoming generation and the people who are not affected, and then also trying to promise the people who are affected, this will never happen again. So even if you are rebranding, make sure you
also maintaining your promise.
You maintain your promise and you refund whatever was destroyed to these other people.
Okay.
I remember there was a case of Samsung. They had produced, it was S8, Samsung S8, and then they discovered it was overheating.
Right.
After they had already released the brand to people. And then they had to
recall the phones
from the market, and they decided we better make a loss but maintain our good
brand name
image to these people. So they record all the phones, and then they made sure everyone who had bought the phone had gotten the
refund.
A new brand.
Oh, okay, a brand
phone that has no that effect.
Oh, okay.
So you better make losses, but then try to maintain your image as a company.
Is that also public relations?
Exactly.
Nice. So are there negatives that sometimes might come out of rebranding? Maybe you rebrand to a different color and logo and identity generally that doesn't appeal to the audience now as it did before. Is that easy to happen or not? And if it does, is there a way to ensure that as you're rebranding, Pia, watu wasi lose taste na wewe. For example, if Safaricom decided to rebrand today, as an example, to a different name, let's say Network Limited, you know, it might not be have the taste in the consumer market as it did before. Is there any negative effects that might come out of such a rebrand?
So first of all, Safaricom is not a good example to use here because Safaricom is what are those companies called? Like Safaricom, KPLC?
A monopoly.
Yeah, a monopoly. Safaricom
Right.
is a monopoly because they sell convenience,
Okay.
their business. So a good example to use here are companies which are very competitive, like the media houses.
Mm-hmm.
So when doing branding, you have to be very strategic. You can downgrade from what you used to have. So when you want to rebrand, for example, KUTV, you must be sure to work with the very best people who will give you the right critics and everything that surrounds the business, including research on other media houses across the globe, not just in Kenya. A good example is KBC, the time they rebranded to the new logo. There was a lot of criticism from people.
True.
Because the logo was a downgrade of what they
was
used
there
here.
before.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know the design company they used to do the rebrand, if they used one.
If
But-
they used one.
But that one, I'm sure it really
It does
affected
affect
them.
So it's
Yeah.
very good to be strategic and working with people who are very well versed and who
Yeah.
are good critics.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. So that we can get some excitement going, let's play a game. Wewe umenipigisha hapa maswali. Sijui nikikwambia hivi ni marketing. Hata mimi let's see. We're going to play a game. We played last time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
I
very
love
used to
games.
this. Yeah? It's a
I
hard
love
game.
games. I love games.
You love games.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I also love games, but winning is where the question is. So, for the guys who are at home, identify the brand is coming to you right about now on KUTV's Biashara Tuesday. Leo tuna identify logos. Na tunapewa logos ngapi? Sorry, it's not logos. We're getting are we getting logos or quotes? All right, company and tagline as we did for the other 2 weeks. So we're getting a tagline this time, and then tuna identify your tagline. Tunapewa tagline tunapewa tagline tatu for 20 seconds. Sorry, if I look like I'm repeating what I'm saying, is I'm receiving instructions on real time. So we're getting 3 brand taglines and then 20 seconds to identify what brands those are. So if you're at home, I'll be reading it. Pia uandike tujue kama unatambua brands, right? Let's begin right about now. The first one, grow healthy and happy kids. In your world, the fourth one. Let's take it back because my goodness, ninakula nje. Let's recap on those 3. So the first one is grow healthy and happy kids. Tatu nipige hapa guess wakia ya kwanza. The second one, goodness for all. Jesus. The third one, no H2O through experience. No H2O. H2O is water. All right, moving on. The next batch of the 3. All right, Kenya's sweetness. Oh, sorry. I skipped one. The fourth one. Let's have it again. I'm really sorry. All right, let's get the next batch of the last 3. So we already did first 3. Skip Millie. The fourth one, securing your world. The fifth one, Kenya's sweetness. And the last one, the pride of Africa. All right. All right. The last batch from 7 to 9. Last batch 7 to 9. We already done 6, and so far so bad. I don't know about you. Unakaa umejaza.
I'm just
All right, the 7, pure Kenyan tea. Nili have it leo morning. The 8th one, right on track. And then the 9th one, human resource Africa. I'm going to take a very wild guess on the 9th one, but I hope it's the correct one. Okay, let's do it. That's it. Those are the 9.
I've not numbered mine.
It's okay.
Okay.
I will know. If you're right, you're right.
Okay.
Oh, then number them.
Maybe it could be repeated.
Hapana. Tutajua. Wewe unataka kurig servers. Later. Let's see. The first one. Grow healthy and happy kids. That's Blue Band. I said Milo. My God. This guy said Brookside. The next one.
But it starts with a B.
Goodness for all. Is it blank upper? Goodness for all.
Them.
Brookside. Oh, so Brookside is your second one.
I'm not sure. Oh yeah.
Ama on a rig. Let me just. So he left the number 1 blank. So number 2 Brookside. Amepata. The third one, no H2O through experience. That's Davis and Shortlift. Ati Dasani. Hata hapa ameandika Dasani. Pole sana bro. Next one. Securing your world. G4S. G4S. Nandika Lavington Security.
I left it blank.
Kenya Sweetness.
Yes.
Cabras. Mumias sote wawili tumeandika Mumias. Cabras, Kenya Sweetness. Mumias ni huko Western. Peleka Mumias huko. The Pride of Africa. That was number 6.
Yes.
Kenya Airways, at least. Yeah. The next one was pure Kenyan tea, Kericho Gold. Right. Ajandika hapa. Umeandika Ketepa bro. Chayo mambo bana, ni Kericho. Yeah, the next one. The last one. Second last. Right on track. Yeah. Kenya Railways. What is this, bro? What is this?
Which one?
This last one.
People matter.
What is people matter?
Staff right slogan.
Stuff. Okay. Sorry. The last one was
Human Resource Africa. He left the name Staff right.
What was the tagline?
The tagline is people
Human
matter.
Resource Africa.
No, that's the company name. Staff right Human Resource Africa.
So staff right and what people matter is the tagline.
Yeah.
So do we mark wrong? Let's just give it to him because he's a CEO and founder.
We also give it
That's it for the games. Let's see. Bro, Abismo. Namna gani? Results jitu. Umepata nini?
3.
Na vile nimeanza kuongea hata yeye amepata 3. Tumepata 3, 30%. 30% in this coming elections runoff. Mbaya sana. So that's it on the brand. Identify the brand, which is a very interesting game. If you played it at home, make sure unaniambia what you got there as well. Your final remarks on branding and matters of marketing and PR. Pale hivyo. And also, utuambie where people can get stuff right, and also Agency 254, and what things you do briefly. 1 sentence each. And final remarks on branding and marketing.
So I would say people should brand themselves. Number 1, it doesn't matter if you are an individual, a company, branding is very critical for you. Actually, people don't fall in love with comparison, they fall in love with individuals. So when you see someone wanting to work with a certain company, it's because they know someone in that company. So work on branding yourself first, and then that's also how companies will identify you in the market and want even to hire you or hire your services if you're a service provider. So branding is something that nobody can avoid in this new era of 2022, especially.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Staff Right and Agency 254, where can people find them? And what do they do? Just separately, a sentence each.
So Agency 254 is a tech firm that offers web design, mobile app development. We offer branding. We offer digital marketing. We offer content marketing and digital strategy. So when you come to Staff Right, that's where we offer human resource services. That is staffing. We offer recruitment. We offer payroll management. We offer human resource consulting. We have a good team of professionals that will help you land the right candidates into your organization.
All right. Thank you very much. That is the CEO and founder and CEO Agency 254, Macharia Ngatia, speaking to me. If you missed out his last interview, iko pale YouTube and also on his social media pages as well. So make sure you're checking it out. Also if you missed any pieces of it, we'll be posting it up on YouTube a bit later into the day. Ensure you're checking it out. Ojwang Mariam anasema pale alipata brand 3. Hapa naona ni Blue Band na Brookside na G4S. Alitumia Mumias pale na tumesema ni Cabras, Kenya Sweetness. But that's it. That's all we could do for thank you very much for having the conversation and also playing the game with me. We'll do it over and over again. Sawa sawa. Amesema branding is a promise. Ensure that as you brand yourself and as you brand your business, you're giving out a promise that you can fulfill, that your customers can come back to. Hiyo ndio branding. Wanarudi wao wenyewe. Alafu ukiendelea kufanya marketing. And as I market myself ndo nyinyi mrudi, this is my brand. My name is Richard Okenye. This is Biashara Tuesday on KUTV Rise Today. I'm here every single Tuesday morning to discuss matters of business, technology, and all matters of the economy. Ensure you're tuning in also to the